Hey guys, Steve here, and I thought it'd be fun to do a few videos looking back at the regular season of the VBL, talking about the Pokemon that I brought, and the moves that they used, the abilities they used, and the items that I used throughout the season. Um, I'm recording this before my Week 10 match, so there's some spoilers in here. Luckily, I'm not going to put this up until after my Week 10 match, but there is some stuff in here that I haven't technically shown to the world yet. But we're going to talk about the moves first and foremost. So on the left here, you can see how many sets I brought each Pokemon to. This doesn't mean that they actually played in that set, which is why we get some disparities, like Mr. Rhyme being on my least played team in Week 10 when he's been brought to, it would have been 6 sets at the time, which is the same as Quagsire, while Grimmsnarl being at 5 sets was not in the team. This is because I brought Grimmsnarl to sets, and I believe he's played almost every game that I brought him, whereas Mr. Rhyme has been a bench warmer for a lot of the games. So I brought Cinderace. Actually, it will be fun. Let's. Oh, I can't filter it. Can't filter it because this keeps going down with more stats, which I don't want to show yet. So I brought Cinderace, was my most brought, to 8 sets, followed by Delmise, then Mr. Rhyme, then Quagsire and Porygon 2 are tied, and Mantine and Grimmsnarl are tied. Any 4s? No 4s. Then we got Gloom and Liepard. So Liepard I used in all 3 weeks, the first 3 weeks, didn't use him in week 4, and then dropped him in week 4. No more 3s, 2s. We got Heracross, Magnezone, both late pickups. Urshifu dropped after week 3, and Vikavolt also dropped after week 3, even though he did well. And my 1s, Mawile, Dunsparce, both tier 4s. Not too surprising there. So this list goes very far, and as we get to the end, we've got 17 unique moves on both Cinderace and Mr. Rhyme. So on my Cinderace, I have run. It's funny, my first week was a special Cinderace with Scorching Sands, Fire Blast, Electro Ball, and Protect. Scorching Sands did see play again, so did Electro Ball. Fire Blast did not. The next time I brought Cinderace, I used Flamethrower, because when it's maxed, it does the same amount of damage. The next week, we had Pyro Ball, which was a mainstay for the rest of the season. Sucker Punch, Bounce, Substitute, that strategy didn't work out. High Jump Kick, Focus Energy, that strategy didn't work out either. So I lost both of these weeks, Focus Energy and Substitute week. There's the Flamethrower I talked about, the Shadow Ball, which is another special move. Taunt, Iron Head was I must have completely forgot about it while I was team building, because it's a very common move on Cinderace, and I didn't use it until I think this was week 8. Yeah. And then Coaching and Ally Switch, which was both week 9 tech. So 17 moves in 8 weeks. C2. Yep, that's right. That somehow gives me an average of 2 moves per set, but it's actually 2.5. Alright, 17 divided by 8 is 2.5. So why isn't this working? Oh, that's why. So it's 16 moves. My bad. That should be nothing. Alright. Now it makes sense. 16 moves, not 17 moves. My bad. And on Mr. Rhyme, I had Ice Shard, Expanding Force, Psychic Terrain, Protect. This was week 1, I think, and I don't think I brought it. I think Psychic Terrain was to overwrite the Rillaboom's Grassy Terrain. I don't remember. Go watch the week 1 team builder. And then moving on, we got Trick Room, Psyshock, Freeze Dry, Fake Out, Sunny Day, Trick, Psychic, Ally Switch, Light Screen, Foul Play, Thunder Wave, and Power Swap. Hopefully I get to bring Power Swap. That is my week 10 tech to get rid of the boosts on Terrakion. I also considered bringing Double Kick to KO the um, Sneasel after I power swap a +4 attack from the Terrakion onto my Mr. Rhyme. So Mr. Rhyme's not actually even in first with his 16 unique moves in 7 sets, which gives me 2.29 unique moves per set. First place, obviously, goes to my one-setters, Mawile and Dunsparce. Sucker Punch, Iron Head, Rock Slide, Helping Hand, Glare, Rock Slide, Headbutt, Protect. They're only brought to one set, so this is obviously skewed. Who else do we have after that? 3.5. That's probably another low play. Yep, that's Vikavolt, who I only brought to 2 sets. Zap Cannon, Bug Buzz, Air Slash, String Shot, Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Mud Shot. So Bug Buzz was the only common move in those 2 sets. 3.5, and then we got a couple 3s. A few 3s, actually. So Heracross, also only brought to 2. Aerial Ace, Mega Horn, Close Combat, Shadow Claw, Sunny Day, and Rock Slide. Sunny Day is for the Gloom. Aerial Ace and Rock Slide were the other different moves. So Mega Horn, Close Combat were on both sets. Shadow Claw, Aerial Ace were on one. Sunny Day and Rock Slide were on the other. Hence we get 3 unique moves per set. And who's this? Magnezone, also only 2. So we got Discharge, Body Press, Flash Cannon, Protect, Thunderbolt, Tri-Attack. That was the first move set. And then second move set, I replaced Discharge with Thunderbolt and Protect with Tri-Attack. Any more 3s? Oh, did I miss that 3.5? No. There's one more 3 up here. Could it be Urshifu? No, it's Liepard, actually, which is surprising because I brought him to 3 sets. So the first one was Fake Out, Trick, Thunderwave, Snarl. That was a Choice Scarf set. And then we had Rain Dance and Protect, Taunt, Charm, and Foul Play. I would have to go back. This was 10 weeks ago, so I don't really remember these sets other than the first 4 moves. Guessing Rain Dance was to override a Sun, probably from a Ninetales or a Torkoal. Yeah, Liepard was good, just became too predictable. I brought it every week and it had Focus Sash, other than the first week. So, got rid of it for Grimmsnarl. And that's it for the 3 unique moves. Anything higher than a 2.4? Yep, we got a 2.5. That's the Urshifu. Yep. That's Detect, Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Acrobatics, and then I replaced Acrobatics with Thunder Punch the following week. Not much to say there. And I guess this isn't unique moves per set, it's just moves per set. Yeah, I'll keep it. It's kind of unique. Maybe it's different. Different moves per set. Yeah, different moves per set. So we saw that was Urshifu. We looked at Mr. Rhyme. So what's this 2.4? Oh, that's Grimmsnarl for sure. So 5 sets. Fake Out, Swagger, Spirit Break, Darkest Lariat. Those 2 were very common for me. Reflecting Light Screen came a couple times. Thunder Wave has come a couple times. Foul Play, I believe, only came once, and that was for a Gmax Snorlax. Taunt comes when I'm worried about Trick Room going up. Lash Out, I don't know why I used that over Darkest Lariat. And Hammer Arm and Scary Face were part of my Weakness Policy Grimmsnarl set. That was a fun idea. Actually, no, Scary Face wasn't. Scary Face was last week to counter Trick Room. Funnily enough. And we go up to the 2.3. That's the Gloom. Sleep Powder, Sludge Bomb, Protect after you, which would have been cool, but my opponent never set the Sun for me. Strength Sap, Teeter Dance, and Giga Drain. I believe my standard set was Sleep Powder, Strength Sap, Teeter Dance, +1 after the first gimmick week of this. And my last week has these 3 plus Sleep Powder. Hopefully it works. We'll see. That was 2.3. We talked about Rhyme. Well, did I get this 2.5? That's Urshifu, yep. 2.2, that is my Mantine. 5 sets, Hydro Pump, Hurricane, Roost, Wide Guard. Wide Guard's come in clutch a few times, so is Roost. Mirror Coat, never got to use it. It was a good idea. Oh well. Ice Beam, Coverage. Iron Head was to activate the weakness policy on Grimmsnarl. He's my lowest attack Pokemon with a Steel move. Scald is for burns. Helping Hand is obvious. Haze is coming out in week 10 to eliminate Justified Boosts and Tailwind. I actually didn't use until week 10 either, which seems weird. 2.2, and then we got the Cinderace at 2. And I believe this is Quagsire, who is my second most played Pokemon in overall games, not in sets. And we've got Stone Edge, Waterfall, High Horsepower, Protect, Recover, Ice Punch, Liquidation. Waterfall was definitely a mistake. I didn't realize he had Liquidation. Haze is coming, Clutch, Scald, Ancient Power, and Earthquake. This was a weird week where I wanted lowest attack for some reason, and I wanted to use special attacks. I don't know. I think I won. And not much more. I think we just have these two to talk about. 1.333. I think if you've been watching my games, you can imagine what these two are. The 1.333 is my Porygon 2. Brought to 6 sets. Trick Room, Recover, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. That was basically the moveset for 4 of the sets. One set I traded Thunderbolt for Discharge so that I could hit Gyarados with an electric move if there was a Rhydon beside it. And then week 9 I traded everything except Recover for Icy Wind, Shadow Ball, and Eerie Impulse. That was mainly to stop fast Sandstream stuff, and Eerie Impulse was for Reuniclus. Same with Shadow Ball and Mimikyu. And that actually did put in work too. And then my least unique Pokemon, you guessed it, it's Dhelmise. 7 sets. Protect, Earthquake, Power Whip, Poltergeist, Anchor Shot. This is the basic set that I've been running. Power Whip, Poltergeist, Anchor Shot, Protect. Unless I have an Assault Vest, in which case I run Earthquake or Rock Slide. Ally Switch I ran once. I don't even think I brought him to that game. And then Steel Roller, I did bring, I think that was against a Rillaboom, and I think it worked, if I'm remembering correctly. Dhelmise is a beast, and he doesn't require much in the way of innovation. So there's all the moves I've used on all the Pokemon, the variability that I've had in each Pokemon, and I'm excited for the playoffs. Maybe I get to add more to the list after the playoffs. We'll see. Let me know if this is interesting content. And thanks for watching. Peace.